Hey guys, welcome to our Saturday night thrift haul. Today we have a bunch of stuff that we scored at the American Fork Deseret Industries thrift store. We have a few things that were given to us by some amazing followers, and one ginormous thing that's not for sale, but I wanted to share that I found on Marketplace.
We actually have two of the ginormous things, but
I only brought one.
All right, it is our Saturday night thrift haul that we do live every week, and we're gonna start her out with this little bird.
And I saw this today on YouTube. Give us a like and a thumbs up if you like this video, and give us a sub if you love this video.
Awesome.
Oh, sorry.
The bird was $1. It's yellow. It will stay yellow. I don't think we're gonna paint that. It'll work with our decor and our. Let's see. Can you guys even see that? Do I need to come closer?
Oh, that's funny. This Simple Hive says, hello from Waco, and yoga pants are my friend. I'm not even in yoga pants. I'm in straight up polka dot pajama pants from Old Navy. But I paired that with a very classy I Love Junk sweatshirt tonight, so I felt like, you know, it dressed up the outfit.
All right, is that where you're staying? I've moved the camera closer so people can see better.
Okay, good.
I'll hold it all up to the camera. We got a bunch of stuff on the table here. All right, so $1 little bird. We will probably, I don't know, what do you sell this for?
Oh, Christy Roche shopped at Plant Bar AZ. Woo woo!
All right.
Good job. In case you guys don't know, look up Plant Bar AZ and is it considered Anthem or is it considered
It's New River.
New River, Arizona.
It's like on the border.
We have a little closet there full of all of our supplies. It's lots of fun. And my nephew has tons of plants. Okay, and Chris sells stuff there. Moving on. What else we got? Oh,
Right.
But did we see how much we sell the bird for?
I said about $4 or $5.
The little bird has a little chip in its nose. So I thought I might either touch it up with a little bit of paint because I like the yellow, or I might just repaint the whole bird.
Or repaint the whole bird.
Show them the chip.
I am. We're coming close. I don't know if they'll be able to see it.
I sound like my cold is worse. It is not great, friends.
So she went from like on the mend to having to call the doctor, and they're like, we think you have bronchitis.
Yeah, I have an inhaler. They said if I'm not better in 4 days, they'll put me on antibiotics.
You can't really see the chip, but it's chip white.
Yeah, there's a chip in the nose. Teresa says you have the same pants as me. We're Old Navy pajama twinners.
All right, it was the day of the farm animals in one of the aisles.
There's little piggies. You're missing one little pig, then you could have 3 little pigs.
Wait for it. This is the big.
A different pig.
This is the big Mama Jama. This guy's like 1/4 inch thick cast iron.
This is the pot-belly pig.
It is heavy. You could use this as a door stopper. But wait, hold on. Yeah, I got distracted. This was $2. This was also $2, even though it's smaller. Sometimes I'm like, but it's smaller.
But I like them as is. I think I'm gonna paint them.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed them, because I thought we could just clean them up. They've got some dust on them. This guy here has like an extra. He's got like a mole with a hair growing on him.
Maybe it's his third nipple.
Got it. I got it.
Oh.
Oh, it was on. It was his. It was like his foot thing. There. Now it won't scratch stuff.
Oh, this is not pop. This is water. They said skip the pop. This is just water. That's all I get at McDonald's.
Our McDonald's gives us large waters for free, so we hit them up for the large waters.
But not the one at American Fork. They charged us 80 cents.
Yeah, well. What are you gonna do? All right, back to the thrifting. These, as a set, how much would you sell them? Because you can't break them up. They're like...
No, I'm gonna sell them individually.
Really?
Yeah.
How much each then?
$5.95. No, $4.95 and $6.95. Even though they charged us the same, they're gonna be $4.95 and $6.95. And I'm just gonna clean them up, and they look really cute in like a little farmhouse vignette on a white dresser.
So this one here was $3. It's missing its plug. I think I'm just gonna get a little piece of wood and it can still be used as a coin bank if you really, really want to, but we'll probably, you think we'll paint that white? I think so, probably.
I don't know, have we ever done an apothecary pig? Just so you guys know, that apothecary rooster sold today for full price.
Ooh.
Or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday it sold for full price. Because we had some naysayers. For $20 sold that rooster.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So this was $3. I'll probably get like 7 or 8 out of it. It's not gonna take much to paint it if we do. And to throw a little wood plug down in the bottom, be pretty easy. And I just like it. Like I got all the pigs. I got some cows today too.
Show them the cows. Hold on. A big cow and a
I got a big cow and a little cow. Now these ones were priced appropriately. The little cow was $2. Big cow was $3.
The little cow is on its last leg, quite literally.
Yeah, the little cow needs some work.
I actually think she charged you $1 for that one.
Really?
It's not pig metal. This pig here is cast iron.
Yeah, it's metal. They're all
if
metal.
somebody tries to rob the shop, I'm gonna make sure all my employees know, grab the pig! Because you could knock somebody out with this one.
Or don't knock somebody out with it and just leave.
Just press the panic button because we have 24-hour surveillance and monitoring, which is also true.
So I'm liking.
These are metal, but they're not as heavy.
Yeah, they're like
They're tin.
Thin tin. So this one, what Jamie's talking about, you can see down below on the feet, it's got a little wobble. I'm gonna glue it up with that construction adhesive that we like. And then when we paint it, I might fill this. It's got like a little crack back here.
Renee says the cows need to come to her house.
Oh.
Maybe we'll paint them and mail them to her.
But, so it's kind of shaky on its base. It does need painted.
They said it's a very old cast iron pig. It's actually not because it has a Phillips screw right there into the cast.
It might be a replica though.
But it could be a replica one, but it's not old.
All right.
All right.
We also got, because it's Christmas time and we got lots of Christmas ornaments in the shop. These are, I want to say...
They're ceramic, but they open, and I don't necessarily love the paint finish. They're not bad. They're just not my jam. So these are going to get painted apothecary with white wax. But look, they open. How
put
precious
like
is
fun
that?
little things in there.
Yeah, they were $2 for the lot of them, and I think I'll probably sell them for $4 an ornament once I paint them. I think they're cute because you could put little treats for your kids in them.
Maybe we'll paint them if we get around to it today in the video. And then we'll distress that gold back through.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to stress some of the detail back through, but I think they'd be really pretty painted apothecary.
I must set these down carefully because they're...
Carefully.
Alright.
They survived the thrift store. Let's hope they survive us.
Alright, tell them about your plate here.
Okay, Homer Laughlin, and this is the Georgian place setting, and I looked it up online. It's worth about $20. It doesn't have any chips. At my shop, it's $12.95, because if it's $20 on eBay, I usually, good deal. So I paid $2, I'll sell for $12.95. I have a few Homer Laughlin plates. I'm not a huge fan, but this was a really pretty set, and I'm already thinking spring.
Yeah, we have...
Starting January, there is no winter to be found. It is full on spring mode.
We put all the Christmas that didn't sell in the closet.
Well, I was going to show them this next because these are also, so these are stoneware Homer Laughlin mugs. Show them up close. If I get up and down, I'll get out of breath. Show them the cool, like, chunky handle on them.
Yeah, the handles are actually what makes them.
Yeah. Aren't those cool? So these were how much a piece?
75 cents.
And they'll sell for $3.95 a piece. Oh, Shelly Dean, super chat, $4.99.
Super chat.
Even though I got a cold, I'll dance for you. All right, anyway, so I picked up 4 of these for 75 cents each, and they'll sell for $3.95. Mugs aren't huge sellers, but guess what, Zeb? Today I sold those 12 red and white mugs.
Oh, really?
We've had for like 2 years.
Yeah.
At $3.95 a piece.
Never give up on the junk.
I also paid 75 cents for each of those mugs, and today I sold them all for $3.95 each.
Nice.
Yeah. So these are made in the USA, and they each have a lot number. It's like E43N6, E42N6, so you know they're numbered. Sometimes that makes them worth more money. I haven't looked it up, but I just really love the style. So they're at least worth $3.95 just because they're cool.
All right, Jimmy. Also, I'm gonna show you my fail pick of the day. So this was in the metal section, and I'm like, oh man, that's kind of cool. So I grabbed it. It's $2. It doesn't have any stampings or anything on it that I can see, but I did realize right off the bat that it was missing its handle, which I was like, it's still kind of cool. It looks cool. But then we got here and we set it down because it was like up on the shelf, all kind of crazy. And we set it down. We realize it's missing one of its little feet that's broken. I'll show you close here in a sec. So I don't even know if this is gonna.
Teapot, short and stout.
This may not make it.
Here is my handle. It's not there, but I do have a spout.
Yeah.
And my leg is broken.
Oh, there's some.
What does it say?
W.M. Rogers 800.
But is it silver plated or actual silver?
Who knows?
Maybe it's actual silver. We'll look it up.
But anyway, so I was like, oh, no handle, no big deal. It's still kind of cool looking. Could sit on a shelf or Or someone could put like
You
some
could
fun
mold-
flowers
you
or
could mold
something
it a
out of
foot, And
there.
then we could paint it.
Oh, I could mold a foot.
You think it would actually stick though?
Yeah, that construction adhesive holds real well once it's cured.
I don't know if I'd mold a handle because I don't feel like it'd last, but yeah, we could maybe put a little foot on
Yeah,
it.
the handle you would want to like weld it kind of like they
The
had
number
here.
one rule of junk is if you pick it, you must fix it. You can't just pitch it. So now you gotta make it something.
All right, I'll make it something. Maybe I'll make a cool lamp.
So
out
actual
of it.
silver is just 800, not 925. This says 800.
Yeah, it says 800.
Oh, well then maybe we'll be melting this stuff down. Because it does not say 925, it says 800.
I mean-
So it might still be a good deal.
So it says 800 right there. But I'm thinking it could make like I don't know. I'm into like repurposed lamps. You know, we'll see.
It will live again.
It was $2. It wasn't worth crying over when we got it
No,
here.
but if it's like actual silver, I mean it's heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I'm interested in this. Oh, WM Rogers. I got some more Rogers over there, but Rogers is mostly silver plated. I thought.
We'll find out soon enough.
Doesn't your brother have a forge?
No, but I should have one.
We'll see about that. We'll put one in the farmhouse. All right, next. This is for
Because we're
when,
gonna have so much room in there for
when
that.
you've been bad.
What is this? It's a cutting board. It's getting some split. It was $1.50. It's got those good age splits on them like we like. It looks old, and we will leave it alone. We will sand it and then re-oil it
And
so
sell
that
it
it's
for
nice and clean and disinfected.
$9.95, not $10. $9.95.
$9.95.
They said put a handle on it like a silver hand or solder it on there.
Oh yeah, I have soldering skills. I've done that quite a bit.
You have a welding kit.
That's more than you want to weld. You'll blast a hole right through that, even if you can get it.
You can
to-
see I don't know much about welding.
That's
You have the key to my heart.
Oh, it's $1.50.
I have a cheap heart. Oh,
So,
$5 super chat from Jessica. Super chat.
all right.
Thank
Now you
you.
gotta read her comment.
She says, hope you get to feeling better. Love watching you guys. Keep up all the amazing work. Is that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to read the comments? I didn't read the other one. Oh, the other one just said keep it up. All right.
I don't know. I feel like we should since they paid extra money to get it seen.
Oh, Renee says she's been using her doTERRA Breathe. Me too, sis. Me too.
All right.
All the oils.
So this big key was $1.50, and we usually sell them for about $6 or $7.
No.
Well, how much do you sell these for?
$12.95
$12.95.
for the last two.
Well, we can't keep them in stock, and apparently at $12.95 they're going out the door.
Yeah, but what I do is I tie a big ribbon to the end because the other ones have ribbon.
Well, that ribbon is like $5 a yard, so you better sell
No,
it for
Debbie gave it
$12.95.
to me.
Oh, I see.
But the other ribbon was the ribbon it came with. But wouldn't that be pretty with like a big red ribbon? Because it could be a Santa key. You know how you have to have a key for Santa?
If you don't have a chimney.
Mm-hmm. I might actually keep that.
Okay.
We have a chimney at the farmhouse.
It's the right coloring. It's kind of brassy, copper, aged looking. All
Oh,
right.
this is exciting.
This one was under lock and key, right?
No.
It wasn't?
I just found that sitting somewhere. I was like, Jami needs this. What does it say? How much was it for the whole
It was
bag?
$4, and it's got a bunch of, looks like old sewing tools.
They're spools. That's what these are. They're old spools. These
So-
are like the ones you saw in France and you wanted, but they were like $1 million.
Yeah, and they had a bunch of thread on them. They looked really cool with the thread on them. Can you guys see that I'm standing them up?
So I don't know.
I'll bring them close so you guys can see all the
This
cool
one's
detail
broken.
on them.
I don't know how much they're worth though. I've never sold them, but I know that they're worth at least the $4 I paid for them. And then this is one just not quite as old wooden spool. So if you guys sew, does anybody know how much these sell for normally? I think they're like $3 or $4 maybe each. There it says, Linzer Tube says, I think they're for weaving, and then Kay says they look like bobbins from a factory.
Yeah, they're probably on those big ones, those big machines. And they have like 8 or 9 threads
Don't make me laugh, Debs.
hooked up.
Debs Pullet says.
I gotta not
She
show
says,
stuff up close.
Would be funny is Zeb actually went out wearing that key on a key holder thing on his belt. That would be hilarious. Oh, Katie Scott's on here. Hi, Katie.
It's late for her.
I know, all the way up in Canada.
All right. So
She's
you
on
can-
this side of the Canadian border, though. I think
Oh,
she's
is
in a
she?
similar time zone. What time is it in Canada, Katie?
She's
Okay, so Kathy says, Jamie, I paid $4 to $8 for my thread holders. So I was right. I said about $4.
Okay.
So in Jamie terms, that's $3.95. If you ever shop here, everything ends in a 95. Oh, now somebody said $7 to $12 each. Those are bobbins, not spools for weaving. Oh, well, okay. So I think $4 for the entire lot of them was pretty good. All right, here, put this with those. Oh,
I'm just kind of making a pile over
it's
here.
10:30 in Canada.
Oh, that's not
EST.
too late.
My dad's good, but he's not going to be good because he was up on a ladder today and my mom caught him.
You're supposed to call when you come by. He's been helping me over at the farmhouse doing lots of stuff, and he's 86 years old.
And he was like literally 3 feet off the ground.
He was on the second step.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You don't tell Jack what to do. He's gonna do it or he's not gonna do it. And if he feels like helping, he's gonna help. And if he doesn't, he's gonna go sit over in the chair by the heater.
So, but here's the thing. My mom hasn't been to the farmhouse. She's been here like almost 2 weeks. So I was like, all right, let's go to the farmhouse. So we go show her the farmhouse and we get there and you guys know I have like that big glass door. So there's no hiding. We go right up to the door and I look up and I'm like, and Eliza goes, Grandpa's on the ladder. And of course my mom hears when I knock on the window and I look up at him and he's like,
so it's a big deal because he's got like a slight brain bleed. It's
brain
not serious, but
it could be, if he fell off, it could be bad. He could bleed to death.
And his doctor told him not to get on ladders, and so Mom was not happy.
Anyways, that's how my dad stood. All right, so down the candlestick, and now my sister Renee knows, so then that means my sister Deborah's going to know if Deborah's not already on here. Oh, Deborah's on here. She said she just got over bronchitis. So now Deborah knows. Karen doesn't watch my channel, so
$3.
stay from her. Those are all my sisters.
$3 candlestick. Deborah knows full well how to keep Dad from doing stuff. He just got to yell at him, and then he still does it anyway.
So that was $3. The finish isn't bad. I just not my favorite, and I think it has some chips over here.
Yeah, it's ceramic.
We'll paint it.
But it's pretty big. Passes the forearm test.
Yeah, so it's awesome. We haven't sold as many candlesticks lately, so I haven't bought as many.
It's about...
What DI do we go to?
15,
We go to
16.
the DI in American Fork Rustic Ink Angel Designs. We also go to like any along the I-15 corridor, but that's like our normal pick place, and then we go somewhere else if there's not enough.
So this one I got, I liked the crate on it, but the note made me chuckle. So I had to, it's got a note on the back.
The note's funny. They can't see that. We just read it to them.
There is
Sarah
the note.
loves Erin so much she can't even talk to her.
But I can't decide if I want to sand that off or not. I'll use some lemon oil to get this big huge sticker off, and we'll repaint it. But I might leave the note.
It's Melissa and Doug, so it probably had a toy set in it. It's probably like had a puzzle.
Yeah, or like Lincoln Logs or something.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna paint it.
And then what are you gonna do with it after you paint it? Are you gonna put something inside of it?
I might like.
It looks like a pig pen. Look, watch.
I might like stamp it or something.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Look at that.
Boom, baby.
Wait. We gotta get all the frames.
I don't think that meets zoning. I don't think you can have that many animals in that small of a pen.
There we go.
It's a tiny
And that's how you display it. We're gonna put it in the shop just like that.
Maybe just 2 pigs. Cute. All right.
It was only, I think the crate was only like $2. Let me see.
Maggie's, I love your dad already. Let's see, what did Maggie say about her dad? My dad is 93 and still drives and plays the stock market.
Oh.
My dad too.
But don't talk
He's not
to him.
driving right now. We can't talk about that because he's
Don't talk to him about the stock market right now.
Oh, so this is a French bucket, and it was $6.91, but we paid.
We paid $2.
We didn't pay $6.91. We paid $2.
I actually really like the handle on this, and if we paint it, it's got like it's got all these ridges on there that will pop and show all the details really well. Look at those handles; they're cool.
Michelle says, my kids had that Melissa and Doug toy. It had, and then she didn't tell us what it had. So I'm waiting, Michelle. What did that have in it? That's why I love these lives. I find out all kinds of interesting things about the stuff we buy.
So on these, we like to stick sticks in them.
No, sometimes I have flowers.
Flowers,
There's a
definitely.
bucket in there with flowers.
Once spring hits, these will, if they haven't sold in the wintertime, they will go quick because we'll put some sort of flower or a cotton stem arrangement in there and they'll
Had play food in it.
play food. Oh, cool.
All right, I'm excited about this one.
So this was
Now,
also from the thrift store. It
you
does work.
You might think, well, Jamie, why did you buy an ABC? Let me tell you. We're going to take this off because it's not my jam. Okay, and the lights all work on it, which is also a good thing. Well, then we're going to paint this base, and we're going to do some sort of stencil or IOD on the base of it. And I think it's going to be really cute. If we don't do it today, maybe we'll do it on a Waste Not Wednesday.
So this is, the little ABC garland thing is kind of cool by itself though, a little bit.
If you were decorating for a toddler's Christmas.
Yeah, or you could
Or
put
if you
it
were
in
a
their
school
room.
teacher. But I'm none of those things, so that's probably going away. Deborah, do you need this? Maybe Deborah needs that. My sister's a librarian, and she has like little kids. Deborah, do you want this? If you do, I'll send it home with Mom and Dad.
Look at it. The colors are good on this. It's not too bright. Oop. I didn't even know it came off. I thought it was glued on. I like it more now.
Caitlin says she might want it. Okay.
Oh.
Caitlin or Deborah? Caitlin's my niece on here. Deborah's her mom. All right, so yeah, so it's got like extra light bulbs and everything. I'm not really sure it was used. I think it was bought because it's not even dusty. Not even dusty. So we're gonna paint the base cool, and then it lights up, which I feel like is winning. So $4, I'll sell it for 20. All right.
It's great for all those bachelors.
Deborah says she will pass. She's in a dejunking stage. So Caitlin, let me know if you want it.
Caitlin's the front
If you
runner.
don't want it, I'll talk to my kids librarian because she's my friend.
All right, let's talk to him about these copper.
Oh, so these came from Sue. Sue came by yesterday with her friend who happens to be from Brentwood, California, which is where my friend Karen Berg lives from Redo. And she's in Spinola Farms Market. She sells DIY paint there in IOD, and she's a good friend of mine and the DIY retailer director. Anyways, these came from Sue, and they're really cute. She bought them at DI. She also made me, oh, where's my phone? She made me a cute ornament that I didn't bring because it's already on my tree. Hold on, let's see. She makes these ornaments. Okay. I snapped a picture real quick
So she got a
today.
sweet deal on these. This one was $1.
Yeah, Sue did some good shopping. I was impressed with Sue's shopping. But
So
if
we
not-
always have tins like these, and we kind of keep them together in the shop, and they usually do pretty well. Every now and then they'll sit around for a while, but they look cool with the other stuff, so it's okay.
I've been selling them for $9.95, but I might have to lower my price because nobody's biting at the $9.95. You know what? I thought I took a picture of it, but I guess I didn't.
It's on Instagram. I think it's in stories.
Oh, that's right. I was looking in the wrong spot.
All right.
Heavens. I can't even find stuff on
You guys, we went all the way to France to find stuff like this, and we found it in the thrift store today. Right in the DI.
It was $10. Like, I had to pay a lot of money for it.
Was this under the glass? This was under the
Oh, here it
glass.
is. On my, I gotta hold my finger because it's my Insta story. Look how cute that is. Sue made that for me, and it's on my Christmas tree. So Sue, if you're watching, thank you. All right, and back to the copper.
So this was $10. Usually if we pay that much for something this small, it's actually worth it, or we plan on keeping it ourselves.
Yeah, so that was $10, and it's worth, I'm gonna sell it for $22.
It's got
Copper's hot right now, like, hot.
It's got the good patina on it. We were talking about doing a copper roof on our for the farmhouse, and I'm like, listen, the standing seam roof that we planned on in black is going to be a stretch. Copper is way out of the budget because it is not cheap.
I would like copper.
It's like, I think copper and then
Yeah,
like a zinc roof is
The molds
next.
are aluminum. We know they're not real copper.
Yeah.
This is actually real copper, so it's worth the $10.
This is
So
real.
it'll sell for $22. Okay, so we got a new member, Kelly Renshaw. Welcome, Kelly. Make sure you go to community, scroll down, and you will see some members only posts in there that have some amazing links to our live videos, as well as printables, sorry I'm running out of breath, and chapters.
This didn't have a price. How much did she give you this for at the register?
That actually had the orchid that I got for my birthday in it, and then we used it to, but the orchid died. Sorry, Christy, if you're watching. And so I saved the pot, and this is what we put for the make and take. This is where we put our paintbrushes.
Oh, so it was just on the table.
It was just on the table.
It got mixed in.
But it will probably get sold at the store eventually
You know
or used
what?
for paintbrushes.
You know what? Look at this. We have those topiaries from IKEA. It almost fits.
Almost.
I bet they have
That
smaller
iris.
ones. I bet they have smaller ones.
Orchid. The orchid stayed alive for like 2 months. So I feel like that's pretty good. All right.
Okay.
I'm dying.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay, so Cindy Wood says, Merry Christmas. She saw that we got some of this last week, and she had a couple of these, the false graph. And she
said DI fines, so
Yep.
I don't know if she had them or if they were DI fines.
Well, she found them either way.
So this is worth about $9, $8, and I have a whole display of them, so hopefully somebody will come in and buy them.
And we don't have these,
Yeah, I don't have those pieces.
so it's cool.
All right, let's see.
Thank you for
Oh,
that.
Ruth wanted to know where the gingerbread cookies were from. They're from Trader Joe's, and they were the more popular treat. I put out 2 treats today. I put out Hershey's Kisses that were like in the shape of Christmas. They're like Christmas sweaters, not in the shape, but they had Christmas sweaters over them. And then those cookies, and the cookies are almost gone.
Okay, so this is what was under the glass.
Hold on, wait for I have more things to say.
Okay, Jamie's reading comments.
How crazy was Black Friday at the shop? It was not insane because there was snow outside, but it was steady and a very good day, so it was good. And then today, the entire interstate was shut down,
There's
except for 1 hour that our shop was open.
Is
The
it
interstate,
butane?
yeah, a
There's
butane tanker fell over.
It's completely sideways. You can see pictures of it on the news. It's across every single lane on the freeway.
Yeah, and even so, we sold a ton of stuff today for Small Business Saturday. Like, a lot of people came. I can't even imagine what it was like for them if they weren't from around here, like getting to and fro, but we still had a lot of people that showed up. So we had a really good Black Friday and Small Business Saturday. So.
Well, and when we say sideways, like, it was on its side.
Oh,
Sideways.
Sally Bonzwell, super chat. She says, I'm late to the game.
Thank you, Sally.
All right.
Okay, so this is like a pewter, you put your nuts around in the side, and then it probably had like a little hammer so you can crack them, but ours did not come with the hammer. We will have to find something that works, or I will fashion one out of some wood.
Welcome, Joey Flo, new channel member.
Oh, so this was $2. We'll clean it up. It's got some, I want to say almost like rust, like it was sitting in something else, because I don't think pewter rusts. But
Was I busier? Black Friday, I was busier than today, but I think 2 things. The hardcore people came Black Friday because they wanted to make sure they got first pick of everything. And 2, even though it was snowing yesterday, the interstate wasn't shut down, which is more detrimental because in Utah, I-15 is like the lifeblood.
it runs along the edge of the Wasatch Mountains, and it hits every single town for like 2 hours.
Oh, Krista Roche said that Pine Bar didn't have any stencil brushes. David actually asked me about that. If you just let us know what you want, we'll just ship them to the store and you can buy them from them so they don't lose out on the sale and then you don't have to pay shipping. So just email Caitlin, we'll take care of you. All right.
I forgot to say, well, this was $2.
This is a family show. What were you talking about?
I don't remember.
Nutcracking.
Oh, come on. It's for cracking nuts.
How do we mark the 12 mystery items? All right, we have little birds.
See?
We have a bird punch that cuts out little birds, and we put like red ribbon and some of them was tan ribbon because I ran out of red, and we wrote 50% off. And then I took pictures of them, and then when people came in, if they couldn't find them, my gals would show them the pictures of the stuff on the shop phone, and I also posted them in stories and stuff.
All right, I've got this all laid out. I'm gonna angle it down. Jamie, tell them about your find.
Oh, so real quickly though, we're going to talk about this. Sandy, we are having a Cyber Monday sale. So our Black Friday sale ends tomorrow at midnight, Sunday. And then our Cyber Monday sale starts at 12:01 a.m. It's completely different stuff. So if you haven't ordered from the Black Friday, you need to do that before it ends. And then we have completely different stuff on sale for Monday. I won't tell you what, but just know that it's, what hasn't already been on sale. Okay, so this was $35 for the whole lot, all silver plated. Some of it I don't feel like is worth as much as others, but I really love silver servingware. And one of them was zinc. I can't remember which one. Which one was zinc, Zeb?
I don't know.
Is
it this one that's made in China?
No. GSA. Some of these are, this is silver plate. This one's my favorite, actually. I like the spaghetti. And then, this is Rogers. Now I gotta look and find out which one was.
How much are you gonna sell them for? 30. You spent 35 on them.
Oh, this is zinc and it was made in Italy. Some of these were made in China, but this one's made in Italy. I'm thinking I'm gonna sell them anywhere from $4.95 a piece to $9.95 a piece. So I spent $35 on them, and I'll probably sell them probably like $90 by the time I'm all done. So I feel like it's a pretty good investment. And if I need to cut cake, you know, I got a knife.
Yeah, it'll work. All right, so we also have a bunch of stuff over here. I'm gonna start pulling it over and showing you guys.
We didn't sell everything at 50% off. We had 12 items at 50% off, and anytime something sold, my girls would move the tag to something else that was like similar value, so that way there were always 12 items in the store.
Okay, so this was $3, and I imagine we really like the design on it, but it will get painted.
How much was it?
$3.
Yeah, I think painted it's probably like $12.95 all day long.
But it's like something you would set, I don't know, it'd be a great centerpiece. You could put like lemons or something in there in the summer, or a bunch of like pine cones and greenery for winter time. Lots of options.
Mary Paula wants the cast iron pig. Caitlin, can you put the email address that they can email if they want to buy anything from the shop? We do ship small items. We usually ship about a half a dozen things a week. We just started doing that.
I can't tell if this was like a shop project or not. I'm thinking it is. Just the way.
It's very well made. It's like oak.
I think if it wasn't a shop project, someone made it in their garage.
Except for the back, it's all solid oak.
Yeah, so it's got
maybe
MDF
not.
here, and then it's got MDF on the bottom. But for the most part, it's oak.
I mean, solid oak for a bread box.
And that could have like been replaced at some point. It probably had like a thin backer, and someone may have replaced it with this. So who knows? But we are gonna paint that up, and we will sell this bread box. It was $3. We usually sell them what, about
22.
I was gonna say 24. So
we'll replace the knob. I don't like the handle that's on here, so I've shown that. And then we actually have JRB Stencils, which is our stencil company, has a bread stencil where it says bread in cute letters. So we'll just stencil the word bread on there.
Yeah.
And you can pick those stencils up at JamiRayVintage.com. I'm slow tonight. Or you can go to jrvwholesale.com and you can find a retailer near you for the stencils.
This was $8.
I like it.
And it's big.
Is it a candlestick?
It's something. I mean, that's what I would put on there,
so, yeah.
a big candlestick. I'll show you sideways so you can see the whole thing.
Show them
at
against
once.
your forearm.
Well, it goes beyond.
It's like 2 forearms.
Yeah, it's
to your fingertips.
It's like 3
feet?
Yeah, say it's 3 feet tall.
Oh, Bags Adventure said YouTube suggested your video, so here we are watching. Welcome. We go live every Saturday. We show off our junk. And then during the week, we show what we do with it.
Oh, I missed a spoon.
Oh, there's a rogue spoon in there.
Rogue spoon.
Jamie, where are the bangs? I'm growing my bangs out. So they're currently in my bun.
We've been finding, I don't remember ever seeing mannequins before
Now
like 2
I find
months
mannequins
ago.
everywhere.
And now every week we find a mannequin and we dress them up in the shop with stuff.
Yeah, we have merch that we sell at the shop and online.
This one has a really cool base.
So I'm always looking for mannequins. This one was $20. They sell anywhere from 60 to 100 if you buy them offline. So I'll dress this one up in one of my JRB shirts.
It's in good shape though. It's been used for sewing. I found a couple pins in it. Look, there's a pin back there. Someone got it.
Oh, how much will we sell the black candle holder for?
The black candle holder, I don't know, we might need it as is. We may paint it white and bring the black through.
I'm thinking like $30 at least.
Yeah, it's
35?
I mean, I sell my hand turned ones for 22. So.
Yeah, so maybe $39.95.
It's cast resin. It's not anything like wood. It's not wood. So.
I'm thinking $39.95 because it's really cool. Oh, show them this. So
Okay.
this, I don't need it because I have a tree skirt, but this is a blanket that is hand sewn. It's chenille on the other side. It's like a baby blanket, but I think if somebody was handy, they could cut a slit in the middle and sew it and make the cutest tree skirt out of this. Show them the pattern on it. I like the 12.
Oh, I'll bring it close.
It was $5. I'll sell the blanket for 20. I mean, what somebody does with it, they're on their own. But I think it would make a really great tree skirt. So $5, but we'll sell it for 20, and it was hand sewn. Isn't it cute?
It is.
I love chenille. Okay, please shout out my mom. I just joined your channel for her, and it's her birthday tomorrow. March, what's your mom's name? Let me know. Very French, Grammy says. Grammy and Aaliyah.
Okay, and then we have this. I'm gonna bring the camera back.
I bought this because I liked the hardware.
Because I'm having trouble showing you these bigger items. So the hardware on here is what got Jamie.
It was 15, right?
I'm probably gonna have to do a little work on this. The bottom is cardboard.
Yeah, so we'll replace
and
the
it's
bottom.
held on with roofing nails. But the rest of it is regular. It looks like common pine that was probably used to make this.
Yep, and it'll sell for $49.95 in the shop. I think it's really cute. I love the hinges on it. They're really fun.
It could have been for magazines,
Martha
but...
Garton, happy birthday. Linzer Tube says my curtains and duvet are in the exact same toile fabric. All right, so these were given to me, and I can't remember the name. She messaged me, and I tried to look it up. So just blame it on the cold medicine. But we were given 2 of these by a really awesome local lady, and I think her name started with an M. So if that was you, let me know. I can look through my PMs and find it later, but she dropped off 2 of them. They're oak. They'll sell for probably around $40-ish a piece, maybe 50. They're only 2 instead of 3. Normally I sell 3 for
$49.95.
Yeah, normally I sell 3 for $195, but lately I've been having people ask if they could buy just 1 stool. So I thought I'd paint both of the ones that I got for white and sell them for $49.95 each.
It springs back to the front. It does swivel, but then it comes back around. All right, and then
they've started to see the corbel.
They saw a sneak peek of the corbel. So Jamie was browsing Marketplace
on Black Friday because that's what I do. I don't buy TVs.
We found 2 of these. Corbels. Give them the history of these corbels here.
So this was a house that was built in 1880 in Salt Lake. Had 2 corbels. We have the other one at home. It's identical in the attic. They were never installed or painted, but they're made with forged nails, and they're basically what we like to call new old stock, meaning they're old, like this is from the 1880s when the house was built, but it's new in that it's really solid construction because they were never out in the elements. I paid $170 for 2 of them, and they're about 3 feet tall and about 2.5 feet wide, or like that, 2.5 feet.
Yeah, they're big, and we're gonna use them in the farmhouse. We're not selling these.
Yeah, so I
might put them on the island.
We haven't decided exactly where they're gonna go.
The kitchen island.
But they're gonna be somewhere in the house. So.
Or maybe going up the new stairs.
Yeah, it was. Somebody said it was a great deal. I think that was Cynthia. They were, because guess what? I wouldn't sell the pair for any less than $600 for the pair, because I think individually they're worth about $300 a piece because they're old, but they're in incredible shape.
Well, and they're not made out of pine. I haven't yet determined what kind of wood they are. I'm thinking like a poplar or something like that.
Yeah, and all like hand done. Everything like the carvings in this piece, all the way around. This is all hand carved here.
Yeah, and hand turned, and it's just they're amazing.
Forged square nails.
Were I to make something this size, it would cost like about half of what a big table would cost, just because it's going to take that much time to make it.
Well, we probably paid less for them than it would have cost you for the wood if it's specialty wood.
Yeah, for sure, because this middle piece is just all solid cut out. It's all one solid piece of wood.
I probably won't paint them. I'll probably actually just clean them really good because they've been in the attic, so who knows what's on them. The house is going to be very, very white. So it kind of depends where they want it going, but I want to have natural wood elements in.
Oh, I almost forgot this mirror. Sorry.
Oh, Karen Denning's on. She goes, I would pay the $600. That doesn't mean they're for sale, Karen. Oh my goodness, sorry. I'm going to try not to cough. Sometimes people will ask me, like, if I'm willing to sell certain things, but there's some things, you know, you got to keep some of the good stuff. People ask me how I'm able to sell all this stuff, and I'm like, it's because they're really good stuff. I keep. Oh, and then we got this package.
Yeah, I'm going to show them that. I wanted to show the mirror first. This was also a thrift store find for $15.
I love this mirror. It's a little gaudy in its current state, but painted, It's gonna be amazing.
It's not huge. It's probably about 16 by 20.
Yeah, but this will sell for, I think, how much did I pay for it? 15?
It's 15, yeah.
I'll sell it for probably $50-ish painted. Okay,
and then
can
we
you go
have...
look at the box though, because I can't remember the name now. I remembered it and then I forgot it. The box is by the trash can.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it over and
Okay, I'll show you guys. So this came in the mail today. Happy mail. We got a Santa, a Father Christmas here, and a cute little, stocking hook. Somebody must watch us well because they know that we've framed these before, Star Wars calendars. So
yeah, when we redid the boys.
Enjoy those. We got a bunch of coasters, a cute little tin can upcycled Santa with some peppermints, and I'm pretty sure at least this one for sure will go in the little boy's room. It's a Lego light switch cover. So these all came today in the mail. So Zeb's gonna find that box for me. I think the husband's name was Russell. If it's coming back to me now. Zeb, did you find that box?
Constance and John.
I was not even close. Constance and John. Thank you very much for shipping this to the store. It was really fun to get that box. I had a good time unwrapping it all. It was packed very, very well. Okay, so this is the part of our live when we paint stuff.
Maybe you need to go find something and find a tissue. Do you
Oh,
need a
yeah, I'm
tissue
gonna
break?
go blow my nose. Zeb's gonna paint stuff.
All right, so I don't know what I'm gonna fix the cow while we're here.
You can paint this. You can paint that mirror.
What are we gonna paint the mirror?
Paint it white.
All right, paint the mirror white. How original of us, but it'll look amazing when we pull all this stuff out. When we start wet distressing the details, and I'm gonna fix that other little cow. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna fix that cow. Whew, that's bright on my eyes. I'll wait until Jami gets back to go grab all the paint and things. I'm just looking at comments here. What is Vintage Vibes? What is the next step on the farmhouse? We got a bit of snow this week, not nearly as much as was planned for, so we're doing good there. But a little bit is still on the ground, and we're waiting for that to...
I think somebody wanted this pig, and I'm not sure they wanted it painted, so that's gonna go back here.
All right, and we're waiting on that to dry out to compact it. So Jami's dad and I have been putting in all of the big beams that we had to replace because the beams we originally had weren't quite big enough. So we've been doing that all through this week. And he is getting antsy. He's like, I don't know how you get much done. You only work on this thing 4 hours a week. It was Thanksgiving. We were busy doing Black Friday stuff.
You know what? When you do retail, Black Friday is a big week, so you gotta.
Well, and we didn't do any. We didn't work at all on Thanksgiving. We took that all the way off and hung out with the kids.
Offish.
I didn't do any work on Thanksgiving. We didn't even get a 5th video in this week. We only did 4 videos. Can you grab the construction adhesive? Are you grabbing paint and things?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Construction adhesive?
Yeah, it's up on the top.
Okay.
Oh, careful.
Show them how we hide the mess.
Oh, so we did a make and take in here for Small Business Saturday, and half of the room has all of our stuff that we haven't finished quite yet. On this other side, hung a big drop cloth right over here, and it worked out great. It's just nailed up, but it also helps with the echo in here. And we're thinking, I'll show you the mess. It's not that bad. These are all the treasures that haven't been refinished yet, that aren't in the basement, waiting to be sprayed in the spray booth. But we're thinking Monday, we want
Here you go.
to kind of make this look a little better. So we might take a day off from working at the farmhouse and do like a shiplap wall back here and a pegboard over here with all the tools, so we're not having to go grab everything every time we're doing a video. So we might make it look a little bit better, and we'll do a video on it if we do, and show you how we set the space up so that you guys can see how we do that. And then obviously if we end up doing that, you'll see it all the time in the videos, because we've never really had a studio where we can film and paint and do stuff like that. So we feel like we're due, because we're not really planning on having that sort of space over at the house once we're done. It'll have a big garage, bigger than the garage I have now, but we're hoping we can park cars in there since we have the shop now and the space in the basement to spray. And we'll store big furniture there like hutches and things like that, but hey, what's taking so long on that paint?
I'm finding brushes. Be nice to me, I'm sick.
It's okay. I will glue this leg up.
I'm back. I'm back. So, I haven't really talked about it, but I feel like I should. If you're watching this video, and it's still Black Friday weekend 2019, we're having a sale at JamiRayVintage.com, so don't miss it out. And that ends Sunday, and then Monday we'll have our Cyber Monday sale. So if you haven't gone, check it out.
All right, so the cow's got a weeble wobble, right?
Sally says I need Vaseline on my nose.
So I'm just going to...
It's a little bit raw.
This is Gorilla Glue, construction adhesive, max strength. You can definitely get it in smaller tubes. We like it in the caulk gun size because it's super cheap and pretty easy to apply to a lot of different things with this, even though it's kind of big. So I'm just squeezing this down into the crack here.
We're gonna still replace the bottom on this. I'm getting paint all over the cardboard.
Yeah, we'll replace that cardboard bottom.
But I'm gonna paint it anyways.
And then I'm gonna just press that guy down. Little glue on this side here, and it's got small wires going up into the actual cow. It's like a porcelain ceramic type situation.
A situation.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna let that glue up like that for a little bit.
Yes, there is actual tissue in the shop. Caitlin bought it, so she was like, "We need tissue." I was like, "They could just use toilet paper. It's what I use at home." But now we have tissue. So if you come to my shop and you need to blow your nose, there's actually tissue here. We're fancy like that. I buy Charmin. I mean, it's soft. So I'm painting this with DIY paint and weathered wood. Don't need to sand it. Just paint it. Probably should have wiped it down.
I'm going to take my jacket off because this is not actually a paint jacket.
That's not your paint jacket. That's a jacket you wore all over France.
I know. I never took it off. It had the most convenient pockets and it was raining and overcast the whole time we were there.
It held all of my things in it.
Yep.
Caitlin says, "For real, who agrees with me that you can't tell customers there's toilet paper?" You can, and I did. Somebody was like, "Do you have toilet paper or tissue?" And I was like, "We have toilet paper. It's Charmin." I want people to feel like they're at home here. And that's what we have at my house. Charmin.
Alright, so just wiping the excess off. And then once we paint it, all of that will kind of go away. I'm not even going to worry about the little break on the back of this front leg. I'll put the paint on real thick. We'll use DIY paint on there. And you won't really notice it, I don't think.
I should have, this is not the proper brush for all this detail.
Oh, do you need to switch to this
No,
one?
it's fine.
It's fine.
I'll make it work.
Okay.
You're going to use that brush.
Alright, so I've got, is this beadboard? Oh, vintage linen. Okay. And I'm going to do the mirror.
Fraser Barrick says, "I just had imagined in my mind Jami with toilet paper on a rope as a necklace." Dude, that is, if you know me at all, you know that that is not beyond the realm of possibility in my life for sure.
That could happen.
That could totally happen. And I will paint the little lids on this too so it looks nice and neat.
Alright, this mirror's going white. We will bring the detail back through.
It's going vintage linen.
It's white.
In Zeb's term, it's white.
It's so bright right now because the light is like shining right in my eyes from the overhead lighting.
So both of these items cost $15.
15 each.
15 each. And we're going to sell them in the $50 range. People ask us all the time for pricing, but if you watch our videos on our thrift hauls, you get a pretty good idea of like pricing. And we don't always have the same markup. It just depends on the item. Some things you don't get as much of a profit margin on, and some things you make a big profit margin on, so it just kind of depends. And my mom says, "How do you make money when you tell people how much you paid for it?" But the reality is, if you buy anything from any store, they're only paying about 20% or 30% on what they're charging you for some things. Now, like DIY paint, the profit margin isn't that big. But like these big retail stores, Hobby Lobby, they're offering everything at 50% off. If you think that they're paying you know, half of what they're selling it to you for, they would never make money. They're paying like 20% of what they're selling it to you for. Same thing with thrifted items. You pay about 20 or 30% of what you're going to sell it for, and if you're going to paint it, then you got to keep that in mind too.
Well, 90% of the time, there's quite a bit of labor involved. I either have to repair it, then we paint it, then we put it out in the shop, or if it's something like all this, the dishes and things, we give them a good scrubbing and clean them, make sure they're sanitary and.
Yeah. So I guess this isn't quite 4 times because that would make them $60 each. Which, I don't know, if they're really cool, they could be 60. Sometimes I'm not sure till I'm done.
So I'm not taping off the mirror. What we'll do before we...
Does the back, the back doesn't
The back doesn't come off. I mean, it could, but it's sealed in the paper. We like to leave them like that. So if we can remove the mirror, sometimes we will. But more often than not, we don't bother taping because I find trying to tape something oval or round like this, what's going to happen is I'm going to miss some with the tape and I'm going to have to use the razor blade and window cleaner anyway. So we don't even bother from the get-go. We just scrape it off when we're all done. And
I feel like this might be heavy.
it takes maybe like 2 or 3 minutes to clean the mirror portion of it. And it'll probably take me 10 to 15 to tape it off right. So
I'm thinking that this might be handmade.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure handmade.
Oh, okay.
Common pine.
Yeah, I didn't know if you said that earlier.
I did.
We sold a hutch today in this color, this weathered wood, so I felt like it was a good color to paint it. I'm gonna paint the handle last. That way I can use it to flip it around. So in DIY paint's clay based, so it covers really well, and these darker colors have a ton of pigment. Zeb is gonna need at least 2 or 3 coats because that's white.
I'm gonna say 2 coats on this. I may get the heat gun out so that we can show them what it looks like wet distressed on the details. I'm just trying to.
And a lot of what we do, so people ask us like how we get all these projects finished. A lot of what I will do is we're open Wednesday through Saturday, and we're a small boutique, so it's not like we might have a dozen people that come in throughout the day. So there's lots of downtime, and so I will set things out on the table with the paint and the brush, and my employees, my team members, will come in and paint stuff. And they actually do a really good job of getting stuff finished. So I'll start stuff, they'll second coat it, I'll come in and distress it. Sometimes I just come in and paint a bunch of stuff and knock it out. Oops, I had a drip over here. I don't know if anybody told me.
No.
Shelly said, let's have a tissue drive and everybody send Jami a box of tissues.
Oh,
Please,
no.
Please don't. We went to the Costco. Caitlin used the company card and went to the Costco. She made sure we were taken care of. It's not that I'm so cheap. It's just, I didn't think about it because at home, I mean, I use a roll of toilet paper. If somebody's sick, we just hand them the roll of toilet paper and a shopping bag, and that's what they put in their room till they get better. So this color is weathered wood. It's like a really dark grayish brown color.
It definitely leans towards brown.
But it's in the gray family, so it's not like, it looks kind of more brown on camera, I think, than it actually is. I like to pair it with a little bit of white wax. Shocking, I know. Anybody that watches me knows that I like white wax.
Gives it that French country feel.
That French country feel? Yeah. It's the, I don't know, I like white wax feel. Alright, now I'm going to paint the back of this. You guys can see that like something like this, especially if you painted a dark color, 1 coat is pretty much going to cover it, and then I'll add white wax. It takes me probably 15 minutes to paint, and then it'll take me another 15 or 20 minutes to paint the inside of this, and then finally wax and buff it. I could seal it with a liquid top coat.
It's taking you less time to paint that than it is me to paint all these details on this mirror.
Well, this is true. And
I'm just getting in there, you know, painting technique 101. You just jab at it.
I'm being careful because it's a new sweatshirt.
Oh, I see. Oh, did I splatter your arm?
Nope. Maybe.
You're hiding behind this.
Plus, when painting a mirror, you need to get under the edge since the mirror reflects it. Also true.
Yeah, you don't want to see that raw edge on the wood or whatever.
I should be resting. Well, I shouldn't say. I haven't been resting. I had to go to the grocery store because I was working at the farmhouse and we were out of milk. And my mom doesn't drive my big vehicles. I did send my son Harrington to pick up those giant corbels because they were in Salt Lake.
Yeah, he took Dad out there.
And then we went thrifting. But and then I had to go to the shop for a little bit today.
Yeah,
I probably laid around about 3 hours.
I started out here at about 8 because we had a little bit of snow on the ground. It had stuck last night. It's all melted away mostly today. It was sunshiny this afternoon, but I went and shoveled all the walks because we were hoping lots of people would come, and lots of people did.
Yeah.
And I made sure they were salted and shoveled. We didn't want anyone slipping.
We don't want to put any claims in on our liability insurance, so. Plus, we also don't want anybody to get hurt. We like our customers. They're pretty awesome. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel in this. I got an extra pint.
Okay, I'm going to heat gun that real fast. Let me go grab the heat gun in here.
Alright, I think I might be able to get one coat out of this. I may have to touch this up. Zeb's left. So you guys are getting my body, sorry. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to open that pint because I got to paint the inside of these. You know what else I wanted to paint? I don't think we'll have time, but I was going to paint the that little Christmas tree thing. But I feel like that's going to be a good makeover. Alright, I'll paint the rest of that handle in a minute.
Okay, so disclaimer, heat gunning is not the best practice. We just do this so that we can get it dry and put a second coat on while we're still alive before we
Do you
head
have a
off.
screwdriver over there? I gotta open this.
No. Dry that out for me.
I know I missed the other part of the handle. I ran out of paint. That's helping me there. Check my elbow for paint. Do I have paint on my elbows?
No, maybe white on this one.
What? Oh, maybe.
If you catch it quick, you can
Yeah, DIY paint washes off.
get it out.
It's actually starting to get warm here. I don't know if I'm running a fever or what, but
You're wearing that hoodie and it's like regular temperature in here, and you started working.
it's getting serious in here. The problem is, this paintbrush is kind of old. It's like,
It doesn't
it's got
dip
hairs
well.
going off the side. It doesn't dip well.
It doesn't dip well into the pints.
That made me think of that song, When I Dip, You Dip, We Dip, that Tootsie Roll song. Okay. Can you guys help me? Did I get this side? I can't see.
Yeah, I think you mostly got it.
I could walk around and
You probably need to get down under
I
here.
already did that.
Oh, you got that. Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, let me look. Alright, yep. Oh, I missed like a big spot over here.
So normally, when we're working on stuff like this, we'll get a first coat on, and then we'll do another project, and then we'll do another project, and then we'll do another project, and by the time we're done, we come back and it's ready for a second coat. And we don't have to do the heat gunning.
Alright, I'm gonna read comments. I just gotta paint this little ledge here. Alright, moving this out of the way. If I wasn't sick, I'd probably grab something else to paint, but I feel like I did my job there. Okay. Ooh, super chat from Vintage Vibes.
Thank you.
$20.99 Canadian. I feel like that's worth $4 US dollars, isn't it? They said I missed the leg. Where did I miss on the leg?
I don't see it.
Oh. I'll let it dry. You don't really want to overwork the paint or you'll pull it off. What is that you're painting? So this is like a magazine holder that I painted in weathered wood. And I might stencil the top. I don't know. And Zeb is painting a mirror. The mirror's actually beveled too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It was gold, and now it is not.
Does the glue dry out like caulk? So it seals on the end, like it pooches out the end, and then we release the back, and we let it dry up, and then we just leave that kind of like a plug, and when we're ready to use it, we just pull the little glue booger out of the end, and then we use it.
Yep.
All right. They said they think it's a sewing box. That is actually probably correct.
It could be.
We actually had a sewing box that had a bunch of thread in it that we sold not too long ago. Oh, Sally says this is a sewing box. Okay. Well, that helps out because I thought it was amazing. So I will tag it sewing box because my YouTube friend said so. All right. Did you see the video of the cat trying to catch Zeb's hand on the TV?
I did see that. That cracked me up.
So we have this group on Facebook called the Jami Ray Vintage Group, and it's where everybody that watches our channel can share projects and ask questions. And this lady posted a video, and Zeb was painting the bench that we just finished. There was 3 chairs, and he was painting it, and as he was painting it, the cat was like swatting at his hand. It was hilarious.
Well, she was watching it on her TV, and the cat was swatting at the TV where I was at in the video.
My shirt matches my pants too. I know, I was really working on the matching of the pajamas here. They want to see the mirror close up. We'll sew it.
Alright, I will bring it up in just a second here.
Terry says I'd rather use toilet paper when I have a cold than Kleenex. I'm telling you, the Charmin works wonders. Alright, I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, I think I got it all. Oh, Leah says sewing box, but Deb said a knitting box. That could also be correct because you could store your yarn in it. People could call. Jamie, did I see the super chat? The Canadian one, right? I talked about it. From Vintage Vibes. Is there another one I missed, Caitlin? My cold makes my brain kind of foggy. I don't think so. I talked about how $20.99 in Canadian funds is probably more.
There were a couple earlier.
Yeah.
Alright, we're almost ready to wrap it up
I
here.
missed a Zeb question.
Oh.
Caitlin says she's deaf. It's okay. Alright, there's a Zeb question. I don't know. If you asked a question for Zeb, you'll have to do it again. It's alright, Vintage Vibes. I'll take Canadian money.
I missed that corner.
YouTube will change it for us.
Yep. Alright, so I missed a couple little spots. I'm going to go back in
Julie
and
says
touch
it's
those
a
out.
toilet paper holder.
Okay, so the detail is coming through still, but it's going to really pop when I wet distress it. I'll do that before we end tonight.
So Don Gilroy, we have music through Epidemic Sound that we pay a monthly fee to, and that licenses us the music that we use in addition to what YouTube offers for free. So that's how we use Kristen's music. As long as it's from Epidemic Sound, we are licensed to have it in our videos because we pay a monthly fee. The frame looks like a wedding cake. It does. Now there's a word for these style frames that are French, like trousseau or something, where they're like round and they have the square frame. I can't remember. I actually want to do a video where we DIY one of these with molds.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
When we're snowed in and not able to do big projects on the house or something, we'll do those.
So Turner's Heavenly Homestead says, I think the corbel should go above the stove. Our stove is not going to be quite that grand.
It's going to have a big hood up there that I'm going to custom build.
But those corbels are ginormous.
But the we're not doing cabinets, upper cabinets. We're going to do shelving, and it's going to be in front. The shelving will be in front of like a Carrara marble backsplash that goes all the way up. We already have the marble. It was provided to us by Riyadh Tile. So we're going to put the marble up along the whole back of the wall of the kitchen from the countertop up, and we want to be able to see that, so we're doing open shelving. So we'll figure out something really cool to do with the corbels. We'll do something fun with them.
So Shasta had a question. She said, I bought ink pads today. If I don't use them a lot, how long do you think they last? So I've actually never really had mine dry out. However, I would say if you want them to last, put them inside a Ziploc bag and zip it. That will keep them more airtight. All of the ink pads we use, we can re-ink. So if ours start to dry out, we use the IOD ink and re-ink them. So that just kind of makes them last a little bit longer. So my tip would be, if you're not going to use your ink pads a lot, just put them in a Ziploc bag and store them that way, and that'll keep them fresher longer.
All right, I'm gonna
Melanie says the mirror looks so much better white than metallic. So the mirror was probably like plastic and molded. It's not super old, but it looks way fancier and more French chic. I have to put it in the quotes because it's not really from France. It's probably made in China.
I'm gonna bring you guys close for this part. We're gonna move the camera down in close.
Oh, you just don't want to waste your ink. Shasta, just don't over ink them. So just use ink on there and do your project, and then keep the rest of the ink in your bottle. Like just use, a little bit of ink on it, and you should be good. And Ziploc baggy it, and they'll keep a really long time. I haven't had them dry out too much. Caitlin says, sorry she was late. She was helping Jacob fix a Lego Guardians of the Galaxy ship. What happened to your ship? Did your boys get a hold of the Galaxy ship?
It's important stuff.
That happens at our house. Julie Marie says, I love my transfers from Jami Ray. Thank you. The transfers are fun. So if you're just tuning in and you've never watched a video before, make sure you guys hit subscribe because we go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Mountain Time. On Wednesday, we take junk and go live and show you how to transform your junk. Then we also have DIY videos. We have videos showing you how to run a shop. And then we also have our farmhouse makeover videos because we just bought a 100-year-old farmhouse this summer and we're making that over to live in. So there's lots of good stuff. Jamie, how will you finish the sewing cabinet? Probably, I don't know, maybe a stencil if I find the right one. Definitely some white and clear wax and some distressing. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet.
So this is just a disinfectant wipe that I grabbed because it was convenient. You can do this with water and a rag or damp cloth. I'm just pulling the paint back off of the high spots on all this fun detail on all these molds that are on here. And it makes them pop quite a bit more. It gives a lot more contrast, gives the mirror kind of some age that maybe it didn't have. It was looking real crisp and clean and gold. And now it's gonna have kind of a fun, I don't know, vintage vibe, I guess we could call it.
Melanie says that distressing is killing me. I'm drooling on my phone right now. All right, it's pretty good. That's good. We may have to do, once it dries completely, there's a few streaky spots that we'll touch up. And then we'll seal this all with clear wax. And then we'll clean the mirror off. Mirrors are one of those things, if you can find beautiful mirrors, they're easy to transform and they're usually a good profit margin. We spend between $10 and $15 and we sell them anywhere from $40 up to $100 and something if they have a transfer on them. What sold this weekend? A gray hutch, the green candle stand sold. I sold, you would ask me, what else sold? I sold like a big frame, a lot of little stuff in the shop that's been here for a hot minute. I sold a lamp.
The gray hutch sold, you said?
Yeah, the gray one.
Oh, nice. That was one of the 50% off items.
A ton of paint. Like, I like 75% of everything was sold was for the middle room. We sold thousands of dollars of paint this weekend. People stocked up because we don't do that sale. It's been like a year since the last time I put DIY paint on sale. And I'm pretty random with it, so you never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, we try to do it at least once a year, but we usually don't announce it. And it's always something different every Black Friday, so it's fun.
Quick question. I can't remember what Zeb used to age the wood on his handmade cutting boards. Wasn't it steel wool and vinegar? Steel
wool and vinegar on the handmade ones, the ones that were gray.
Oh, we sold, Karen Denning is on here. She bought a few of our cutting boards. I can't remember. We sold like a ton of stuff. So
I would have to go through the list. On
Sue's
Friday,
friend bought my mint crocheted quilt that I've had for probably a year. I was really excited that somebody bought it.
On Friday when I was restocking with Eliza, the sales report was 10 pages long, so.
The apothecary rooster sold. So waiting to distress, sometimes we don't wait very long. If I'm going to use a sander, I'll usually wait a few hours.
Sorry, you guys are getting that light bulb in your eyes.
All right, you got all the detail on there.
Yeah.
All right, make sure you guys hit up JamiRayVintage.com if you're interested in the paint and products that we used. If you would like to know more behind the scenes and get some special members-only lives, hit up our channel membership. It's right next to the subscribe. There's a join button. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe for more
DIY. gotta get in a shot.
Love you guys.
I had the camera low so that they can see what I was doing.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
All right, we will see you Monday with more videos.